Hi, thank you for watching. So I am going to do a makeup tutorial today in my bathroom. So if you like this makeup look and if you want to know how to recreate it, then please be. So let's get started. I just thought that I would switch up from where I normally film. I'm going to film in the bathroom where the lighting is a lot better. I know I don't do many makeup tutorials, so I just figured that I would just change the setting in this one. So I'm going to do summer look. So as you can see, I'm wearing a pink top. It's from my Shein try-on haul that I am going to film right after this. So I have this on along with my Coach earrings. So right now I'm going to start on my base. So when you think of summertime, you think of matte makeup, and I have oily combination skin. So I like to use this primer. It is the e.l.f. Grip Primer and the Poreless Putty Primer. This makes a really big difference because I do kind of have pores, big pores right here along my face, and it makes my foundation look really flawless, and it makes my foundation look, you can't see any pores or anything. It makes it look so smooth. And this just mattifies all your foundations. Any foundation I have used this with looks really great, and longevity is insane with this. And it mattifies it in a good way. I know when I say matte, or when anyone says matte, that sometimes people get afraid of that, but it's in a good way. It's a good matte. And the longevity, of course, so it's 2 in 1. So then I just do a full pump and put it on my face. And then I take the Putty Primer. And as you can see, I don't have perfect skin. I have some acne going on here today, and a little bit on my forehead, and then I have like a bunch of freckles, which I don't care about my freckles. I like my freckles, but it's the acne with the freckles that kind of bother me because there's a bunch of like spots on my face. So then I take a good amount, like that much, and I put it here where the pores are. And it's not a big deal, like they're not that big. So this does the job because they're not that bad. So I let that sit on my skin for maybe 20 to 30 seconds. I don't know. I don't really time it that much, to be honest with you. So I'll leave it there. And however long it takes me to do my eyebrows, then I leave it on my face. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows with the Transition palette. I love Dominique Cosmetics and Huda Beauty's eyeshadow palettes. I have my collection down to 3 because I really only do neutral looks now for the past maybe 3 or 4 years. So I got rid of all my colorful palettes. I gave them away or I sold them. So now I only have 3 palettes. My makeup is very minimalist, my makeup collection. And this is one of them. It's a Transition palette. It is amazing if you love nudes and especially matte colors. This palette is anything you could dream of. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I used to do pomade with my eyebrows, but now I just do powder with powder as in eyeshadow. So I do this right here. So instead of pomades, I just do eyeshadow basically. And so then I use this. I'll just brush in my eyebrows. Brush them up. And then since I already kind of have a shape because I get my eyebrows threaded, I just do 2 strokes on there. Then I'll fill up the arch. I just fill them in. I don't create a shape. I never did that. So I just go in the middle of the eyebrow, the arch, the tail, and then very light-handed, I go in the front. So I only dip in my brush 1 time because I don't want to have crazy eyebrows. And then brush it up to distribute the product. As you can see, there is a little bit of a difference. See, this looks more put together, and this just looks like it has like some sparse hairs. You see, that's how I do my eyebrows, so I'll just do the next one. Okay, so now the eyebrows are on. As you can see, they're just a little more filled in. So now it is time to do my mascara, because when it comes to a summertime bright vacation look, I don't do eyeshadow. I normally do eyeshadow like when I go out. I do like a matte look, or maybe just a sparkly look like a halo eye, or just a little bit of lid, and that's it, nothing complicated or anything. But in this look, all the attention is going to be on the lips, so on my lips, so there's going to be nothing in my eyes. So now I'm going to do my mascara. So this is my holy grail mascara. It's the Maybelline Sensational, way better than any high-end mascara I have ever tried. This is amazing. And then I layer it with this, the L'Oreal Telescopic. This is very like 2010s. I remember I've tried using it before a million years ago when Carly Bible was like always talking about it, but I remember I didn't like it that much. And then this time around, I don't know if they changed the formula or something, because it is so much better than what it was before, or maybe I just like it more now. But I like to layer these two, because this one I can't get into my inner lashes, but with this one I can, and it lengthens them. I'll show you. And then I do this. I use this liner. It is from NYX Cosmetics. I love white eyeliner, white and nude eyeliner, because it opens up my eyes, because my eyes are kind of small. So I like these light eyeliners because they open up my eyes. So I'm going to show you very up close and personal how amazing these mascaras are. So, okay, so see, these are my regular lashes. They're already kind of long. And so then, oh god, hold on. Let me get a mirror. Okay, see, that is just that one mascara, maybe like with 2 coats, I would say. And then I'll do the Telescopic and layer it. So see how the wand is different too? How it's a lot longer? And it helps you really get into the lashes. I especially like to do this when I'm wearing eyeshadow, because I hate falsies. I can never put them on, so I really like to do this more when I have eyeshadow. Okay, so I did that. So I don't know if you can see the difference. It is a really big difference from one eye to the other, and how much longer these lashes are. It's really good. And then I'll do the eyeliner. And when I put on eyeshadow, I like to use the Telescopic for my lower lash line. But they both have such different wands that you can use them for different things. So I really like to use that one also for my lower lash line. So as you can see, these are my eyes. So this is the difference. This is without the mascaras and without the liner. And then this one is with. So see how like it's more wide awake and more open, especially since we're not doing eyeshadow today. You want the focus to be on your eyes a little bit and that they're bright and open. So I'm going to do the next eye. Okay, so now that the eyes are done and the eyebrows are done, I'm now going to do my base. So I think my primer has been on my face long enough. So I'm going to do one of my favorite matte foundations. I like this foundation. It's the e.l.f. CC Cream because it makes your skin look very flawless, and it is a demi matte finish, I would say, because I have oily combo skin. So I don't like matte full coverage anymore. This is a good demi matte. So if you have my skin type, this would definitely work out for you. And this even works in the winter too. So it's a good all around year-round foundation for that kind of skin type. Because I know with very matte foundations, I can't wear them anymore, period. I used to be able to when I had oily skin in like my early 20s. My skin definitely changed a lot. So now I can't wear matte foundations, and if I even try, it would have to be in the summer. But this one is really good because it's a demi matte and it's all year round, and you don't have to worry about that kind of thing. You don't have to worry about your makeup looking cakey and caking up. So I just do one pump. So one pump is all you need. And so first I'm going to focus it on my blemishes. I got those pimples there. For some reason I'm getting a lot of little ones on my forehead. And I'll put it on the big guy right there. And then this side of my face is okay, so the rest goes there, on my chin. And then I'll put the rest here. And then now it's done. I always did the dot method for my foundation. I feel like it's the best way to get the kind of coverage you want, because then you can pick and choose where you want to put more foundation. Okay, that's good. And then I'll take my sponge. This is the Dose of Color sponge. I'll just start blending it. I also did have that e.l.f. sponge for the concealer sponge. That made my makeup look amazing, but I broke it. So if you need a new sponge, definitely get this sponge, this Dose of Colors, or the Real Techniques sponge. But also use a separate sponge for your concealer. e.l.f. has one. It's a concealer sponge and it looks amazing because it gets really into the crevices. This is not like my exact skin shade, I think. But that's okay because I'll do concealer and it's not the end of the world. At least it's my undertone. So I got all in there. This is definitely a buildable coverage too. It's not full coverage. So when I'm having better skin days, I can do that one layer. But since I'm not, I'm just gonna focus it more on where I need it. And put it right there. Okay, that's good, that's blended. Make sure you get like your jawline. My jawline is very defined and prominent, so I have to like make sure I get it there, because a lot of the time people have told me like you skipped your jaw, like you missed it, and I can tell. Okay, that's good. Next, it is concealer. This is the best concealer ever. This is my absolute favorite concealer for when I'm doing full-on makeup like this. For an everyday look, I don't know, it doesn't matter. You can use pretty much like any concealer, like the e.l.f. hydrating one I really like for like an everyday just concealer and powder look. But if you want to go like full-on glam and wear foundation, the whole thing, you have to use this one. This one is amazing. This is the best concealer I've ever tried, ever. This is so good. Like my makeup, like my base looks okay right now, but this is definitely going to bring it to the next level. Like if your foundation is, oh shit, oh my god. If your foundation is like not full coverage and is not doing what you need it to do for whatever reason, this will definitely fix it. So I just put it there. Because this foundation is buildable and the concealer is full coverage, so it like balances out and it looks really good. It's not like full coverage foundation, full coverage concealer. It balances it out because the foundation isn't full coverage. That way my makeup doesn't look cakey. So I just put it there. So I put it under eye and then here to lift it up, and then in my lips. See, and it's just enough. I just bring it up, so in there, and up. See how it's automatically so bright now? And it doesn't dry fast either, which I really love. Put on my lip, highlight a little bit here. Do you see how much better my face looks overall? Now imagine if my foundation was full coverage and like a full glam look. Like, this concealer is amazing. And once again, it is the Huda Beauty concealer. It's the first one too that they came out with, the overnight one. So good, and the applicator is very cooling. Feels so nice under your eyes. Oh my god, so amazing. And it's in the shade Coconut Flakes. That's the shade I use. So if you're my skin tone or around that, Coconut Flakes, it's so good. Okay, so I did that. So since it is like a summertime look, like I've said a million times, when I am tan in the summer, I like to use a cream bronzer and on top of powder bronzer. But since I'm not tan yet, I'm not going to do that. But I am going to use this cream blush from Fenty Beauty. It is in Petal Poppin'. It's a nice bright pink, and if I was tan, it would look even better. So I just use my finger, and then my cheekbones are not very defined. They're like right there. So then I just go right up there. Because in the summer, I think cream blushes look a lot brighter. And if you have oily combo skin, your skin is going to get oily and sweat a little bit. So you have to use cream blush for sure. I do the cream bronzer and powder bronzer too, just for my face to be like more even with my body. But you do have to definitely use cream blush. I'm gonna see if I have to do more. Let's see, I put it like right on top of the cheekbones. And blushes, I normally like corals and pinks. Okay, that looks good. And I smile and bring it up. Because it's already up on my cheekbone, so I'm going to put it on the apples of my cheeks. See? That looks good. Okay, that's perfect. That's the perfect amount. I just put a little bit on my ring finger. And then, that way the makeup doesn't go all over the place, the classic Laura Mercier powder, Ride or Die. It is amazing. Makes your foundation look flawless. And it doesn't come out in pictures, it doesn't get flashback, I mean, it's amazing. And yes, I still bake my face. And then I have smile lines, so. So I'm going to leave it on my face just like this for about 30 seconds, maybe a minute, something like that. Not too long, not like a whole 5 minutes. 30 seconds, a minute. I'll leave it on my face and I'll wipe it right off. Okay, now it is time to wipe off the powder. Oh my god, does your nose ever get runny when you do your makeup? I know I've heard so many people say that, and it's so true. I just felt it. Ugh. That's so weird. Why is that a thing? Anyway. So as you can see, I just press it in my skin. It's not like to hide. I remember when they used to say that baking your face would like highlight your under eyes. I know this is just to set it. Like I have the translucent color. It's not a brightening color, so I just use it to literally just set my face. So I go like up here. That's why I don't put too much in the first place, because it's just to set my face. I leave it there. I put it up here. Because I can turn into an oily mess. Let's pretend it's really hot outside, so I can turn into an oily mess. Okay, so that's good. Now, you know what I forgot actually about my eyes? Since this is going to be all cohesive all together, this is my favorite bronzer ever. It is the Fenty Beauty and Private Island. I love Fenty Beauty, it's so good. I take like this concealer brush that I use as an eyeshadow brush, and I like to put it in here, like for those summertime looks, when you want to look bronzy. See, didn't that add some color to my pale face right now? And I almost poked my eye out. Okay, now it is time to bronze the skin. So I'm going to use my MAC brush, my MAC 135. I've had this for like 8 years now. I feel like so aged saying that sometimes, but this was like that really popular bronzer brush, so I still have it. And I just go like this all around, and then I start off with my forehead. So I'll just like put my hand back, and then I don't want to get it too much in my hairline, because sometimes that's hard to like clean off at night. I don't know why. And my hair's like freshly clean too, so I don't want to like do that. And I'll just like, not right at my hairline, like right there. So just do that. So you can see a difference already. And don't worry, I am going to blend it out because I don't want to have like a helmet head, bronzer helmet or whatever they call it. And then for my cheeks right here, I'll just go like that. I like that this bronzer is not like too dark. That way I like, you can't see like the mistakes. See, there's like some color in my skin now. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. And I make sure to like keep it up like that. So I go like that. 3, right? It's like supposed to be a C. Let's go like that. And then a little bit under my chin. Under my lip. Okay. Okay, and then for my the rest of my face, like I just used for the baking powder, my Total Face Brush from Dose of Colors. Just go like that, just to blend it out, and I hold it at the end. That way it's not so harsh. Like I obviously still want the color there. I just want to blend it out a bit, and I love that this bronzer is easy to blend, so it's so much better. So So just focus it like in the middle to make sure there's no harsh lines. And like I said, I don't have a bronzer helmet. Like that. And then blend this out here. And blend this out. I'm making the ugliest faces. And there. I don't put too much on to begin with. Okay, that's good. You can still see like the bronzer. You can see the hint of blush a little bit. And then, after I have the whole face like that, I do my highlight. But you know, I'm so upset because I had forgotten I had a cream highlight to use. This is the one from Dominique Cosmetics. It's Glossed Peach. Right here. It's very pretty, but I don't know if I can use it now that I did powders. I don't think I can. I think like everyone knows that, like not to do that. I don't know if I want to try that though. Because it's very like, it's a gloss peach, so this looks very pretty like with a bronzy makeup look. Maybe we could try a little bit. And this is it. It's very good if you have a textured skin. So I put it like right up there. Oh, it actually does look good. Oh, okay. It's a very natural highlight. It's not like a big like va-va-voom highlight. I know sometimes I don't even like to wear highlighter anymore. Sometimes I like to just put it on the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow. Or yeah, just like matte cheeks and then only highlight in the tip of my nose and Cupid's bow. But this is very pretty. Like you don't have to be afraid to highlight with this. It's pretty. It's not like too much. Sometimes I feel like highlight is like so extra. For like every day, or even just wearing foundation when you're out and about. Like that's good for like special events and stuff like that when you want to have beautiful skin, but not like when you just want to look pretty, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just too extra. So that's why I bought this. See, it just makes my skin look healthy, and I like that you can use your finger with it, so you don't have to use a sponge and then possibly take away the color, you know what I mean? You could just use your finger to apply it, and there's no chance of taking away the pigment with the sponge. Because sometimes sponges do that, sometimes they just take away the color. And then I'll put on my Cupid's bow, and then my nose. Okay, maybe for the front of my face I have to do that. And my fingers did a good job here. Okay, everything is all highlighted all together. And then, okay, so the last thing, not the last thing, one of the last things will be the star of the show. The star of the show is this lipstick from Mellow Cosmetics. They're a very small like Instagram brand. I think they reached out to me about like 2 or 3 years ago. I got this shade from them. Haven't worn it since because it's very out of my comfort zone. But now in the summer I'm trying to get back into like those reminiscent bright colors again because I've been doing nude for so long. So I'm going to put this on my lips. It is Mellow. It's in the shade Mykonos. I'm doing no lip liner because I want to show the true color. It's so weird. I remember it being a red orange, but it's a straight up orange. Straight up orange. Okay, so that is the color lip. What do you think? Okay, and then now the last thing I'm going to do is spray my face. This is a Wet n Wild matte setting spray. It's like the original one. Matte setting sprays, always, that's like the best thing you can do if you have my skin type. So I'll just spray it on. Oh my god, my hair, I don't know what to do with it. Okay. Okay. And I added some color to my skin because my skin was looking like very powdery. Oh my god, so much better. Setting spray is definitely a must, and it has to be matte if you have like combo skin at all. In my opinion, from what I've used. Oh, and I almost forgot to set my eyebrows. So this is the skin. Doesn't it look perfect? See, I didn't want to do like a bright blush or bright highlight because I didn't want to look like a clown. Because I have already such a bright lipstick. You know what I mean? But I do look bronzy. This is the Anastasia one. Amazing, amazing. Okay, so this is it. This is the makeup. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Please let me know in the comments down below because I do miss doing makeup tutorials. I do miss watching makeup tutorials, so let me know if you want to see more videos like this from me. If you enjoyed it, if you liked the setup, just please let me know because I don't know what to really film really. So just let me know if you like the video. Please leave a comment and a thumbs up, and please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.